As 343 revealed their first look in the new Halo Infinite campaign, there were several complaints from the community. On Halo Waypoint's website, they addressed different questions that the community has been asking. You can read the article for yourself below in the description. I'm Nero, and you are watching Game Launch Networks. After the new campaign gameplay was launched on July 23rd, the developers reviewed a lot of the community's feedback. 343 Industries studio head Chris Lee addressed some of these criticisms. Here's what he had to say. I think for the response on the graphics, the thing I hope is that folks get a chance to check out our 4K streaming assets. I think that really lets our game show itself in full fidelity. We are definitely still very much in development. We have some polishing and tuning that the team is working on to really bring the full potential of our experience to our fans, later this year in Halo Infinite. We definitely are excited about the ambition of the title, of this open, expansive campaign, and we'll make sure that it is polished and ready to go when fans get their hands on it this holiday. The gameplay demo is a great example of how we are running on Xbox Series X. You'll be able to run at a solid 60 frames per second at up to 4K resolution. We are bringing the highest fidelity experience that we've ever created. We are able to do more than 10 times the processing power per pixel that we were able to do in Halo 5, which just allows us to create this experience that's unlike anything that we've ever had in Halo before. In Halo Infinite, we've really harnessed a lot of the advanced rendering techniques, but also the immense power of Xbox Series X. The developers also addressed a series of questions that the community has been asking, and here's what they had to say. What about multiplayer beta, flighting? The Xbox Games Showcase was only meant to focus on Halo Infinite's campaign. However, I can't blame you all for being curious about the multiplayer experience. As Chris Lee mentioned in his blog, which accompanied the demo last week, original plans for large-scale flighting aren't where we originally intended, in large part due to the challenges of working from home during COVID-19. At this time, we are honestly not sure what is going to be possible in terms of flighting, but we still hope to have an opportunity for broader public hands-on before release. And as we previously stated, we'll be relying on flighting and continued feedback and community partnership well beyond the launch as we grow and evolve the game together. What happened to Cortana, that created Blue Team, Fire or Cyrus, Lasky, UNSC Infinity, Halsey, Arbiter, and Atriox? What is Harbinger? Last week we showed a mission that takes place several hours into the campaign. During the conclusion of that small slice, we introduced War Chief Ashuram, who defeated the UNSC forces at the ring and is eager for his next challenge. To see what led up to that moment and what comes after, you'll need to play Halo Infinite's campaign. As many of you know, I'm super opposed to spoilers, and loading up all the answers in a trailer demo would just be poor form. Rest assured, many of your questions will be answered in time just by playing the game. How do you pronounce Ashuram? Ashuram? Who are the voice actors playing the pilot and Ashuram? They sound familiar. We are thrilled and lucky to welcome two incredible actors to the Halo family. Nicholas Ray as the pilot, and Darian DePaul as banished War Chief Ashuram. Will we get a chance to play that campaign demo? Yes, when the game comes out, you'll be able to play this space and take out the banished anti-aircraft turrets. Are there kill barriers or return to battlefield zones in the campaign? Since we want to allow players to explore and get creative with their engagements, we've tried to reduce these as much as possible in Halo Infinite. There will always be some exceptions, but usually if you can see it, you should be able to go there. What about split screen and co-op? Campaign will support 2-player split screen and 4-player co-op. Yes, you can play on the couch with a friend. Is there a battle rifle in Halo Infinite? I didn't see one in the campaign demo. Yes, if you check out the campaign gameplay trailer, watch closely and you'll catch a glimpse of the BR-75. We'll share more details later. The new MK50 sidekick and the CQS-48 Bulldog look cool. Will there be other pistols or shotguns in the game? We are excited to build on Halo's legacy sandbox while also introducing new components to further evolve and expand gameplay experiences. The MK50 sidekick and the CQS-48 Bulldog are brand new weapons that bring something different for players to sink their teeth into. The sidekick is a true sidearm pistol that is lightning fast to draw and fire, truly excelling as reliable backup when your primary weapon is depleted. And a brute is bearing down on you. Compared to previous titles, this weapon is closest to Halo 2's version of the Magnum. The Bulldog is a pump-action shotgun that is punchy and decently accurate, trading slightly lower damage, 12 gauge versus 8 gauge, for a much higher rate of fire. Players will be better equipped to dispatch multiple targets quickly, and the Bulldog provides more playstyle opportunities for shotgun aficionados. There are additional variants of each of these, but the classic Magnum and the tactical shotgun aren't currently featured in Halo Infinite. As we look beyond launch, we have robust plans to continue evolving the game, which will include further additions to Halo Infinite's sandbox. We understand some players won't be thrilled over the prospects of different pistols and shotguns, but we encourage you to keep an open mind, and we look forward to everyone getting hands-on perspective with these new weapons when the time comes. How will the new grapple hook work in multiplayer? Equipment items like the grapple shot function differently in multiplayer and will be available as items that can be picked up on the map. We've heard 4K 60 FPS, is that the best you can do, even on PC? To clarify, up to 4K 60 FPS is our target for our expansive campaign experience on Xbox Series X. As PC players expect, there will be plenty of settings that you can tweak to create the experience you want, and we'll have even more details on that in the coming months. Speaking of PC, is it true Halo Infinite will be coming to Steam? Yes, Halo Infinite will be available on PC via Xbox Game Pass for PC, the Microsoft Store, and Steam Store, in addition to Xbox Series X and the entire Xbox One family of consoles. Will difficulty settings such as easy, normal, heroic, and legendary still exist in this expansive campaign? Yes, just like previous Halos, you will be able to choose your preferred difficulty in the menu before beginning your adventure. Who created the music in the campaign demo? We are excited to welcome 3 new composers to the Halo family who are all contributing to an amazing soundtrack for Halo Infinite. Much of what was heard in the demo comes from Gareth Cocker. Check out the interview from earlier this week and listen to an official track. Set a fire in your heart. What about multiplayer, Forge, theater ranking system, esports, and everything else? Last week we wanted to focus solely on campaign. We'll touch on all the other aspects of our game in the coming months, though we already confirmed the return of a new and improved Forge and some very exciting plans for the next era of Halo esports in our What's the Next HCS blog and our esports engine partnership announce. How's Craig? We've all laughed very hard at non-stop stream of Craig memes the community is cranking out. Craig is thick-skinned and seems to be taking it in strides, though all of this fame and attention seems to be going to his head. After reviewing these statements, I'm glad to see the developers being responsive to the community they've built around the world. This is Nero signing off. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future content.